Student cries as principal hands cop her phone. He quickly realizes something is off. A lot of high school students fight against authority. They don't like to be told what to do by their parents, teachers, and school board. There are still people who can reach children. They are people who treat students with kindness and respect. There's someone like that at Heritage High School. His name is Agent Mitch and he is the resource manager of the school. His job is to make sure the students are safe and that they don't do anything they shouldn't. Although there are school resource officers, you are tough on children and have abused their power. Officer Mitch is not one of them. He was loved by all his students. One day at school, a young student cried and the principal handed her phone to the police officer. He soon realized that something wasn't right. The students of the school had contacted the clothing company DDB Nice. This company is known to sponsor heartwarming surprises for people who make a difference in the world. They helped the students come up with a surprise for Agent Mitch so they could let him know how important he was to them. They wanted it to be something he would remember forever. They decided the best way to start the surprise was to trick Agent Mitch into thinking a student had done something wrong. The students approached Officer Mitch to tell him Sienna, a girl he knew all too well, was involved in a very nasty video on social media. Well, Agent Mitch is a special volunteer to help students with that sort of thing. So it quickly caught his attention. Constable Mitch was called to the director's office to watch the video. Sienna looked scared and sad as he entered the room. He told her to calm down and not to worry. He promised he would help her. The manager was aware of the surprise, so he gave the correspondent the phone and cued the video as he started. When he watched the video, he couldn't believe what he was seeing. The students got together to make a video explaining all the reasons why Agent Mitch was so awesome. Each student gave a different reason or told a different story about how Officer Mitch had changed their lives for the better. As the officer watched the video, his eyes filled with tears as he looked out the window. He saw a crowd of students cheering him on. Agent Mitch didn't realize it, but his surprise didn't end there as he left the principal's office. A flash mob has started with Sienna. The students danced and sang the Officer Mitch Downtown's favorite Macklemore song. They put a big fur coat over the officer and a feather boa, just like the rapper wears. In the video, he couldn't believe what was happening around him. The students were hard at work putting the video back together, and her surprise wasn't over yet. The students lead Officer Mitch to the podium where they hand him a handwritten thank you note, written on soft bullets. They have chosen softballs because he was on the nationally ranked police softball team. They also gave him 2 tickets to a Miami Heat basketball game and a Dan Marino shirt. Dan Marino was one of the greatest Miami Dolphin football players of all time. He couldn't believe what those students had done for him after giving Agent Mitch all these gifts. They ended the presentation with singing, "I Love Mitch." According to Officer Mitch, it was one of the happiest days of his life. He says that although his job is to maintain law and order in the school, it was not her job to be hard on the students. He did not believe in teaching students through bullying. He said he believed in teaching through benevolence. He says there is no rule that says an officer has to be strict with children. Over the years, he got to know all the students and he really cared about each one of them. The students did all this for Agent Mitch to show him what he was doing every day at their school really made a difference in their lives. They wanted him to feel valued and not just love him at school. He was also respected. The students did this to let him know that he had done a great job, not only keeping them safe at school, but also giving them the respect they deserve. Even though they were their children, he treated them as equals. According to Sienna, this doesn't happen often at this school. The students just wanted Officer Mitch to know that they appreciated his kindness and his presence at their school. Subscribe to watch more videos.